Here we go. Hi, guys.
Hi. So I'm gonna Vanessa, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yes. So I'm Vanessa Karcher. I'm a double diamond with It Works. I've been almost for 5 years. Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay, so I've been with It Works for almost 5 years. I started back in France, so you guys can hear my accent. I'm French, and I moved to the US 2 years ago. And I absolutely love this business, especially the people we are meeting. So Nikki and I are not in the same team, but we work together, and we just gather our team together so that we can help each other. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? So I'm not gonna tell my whole story right now because we just wanna go directly to what we have for you tonight. So that's your turn, Nikki. Hold on, you muted.
Oh, yeah, I'm unmuted now. Hi. Okay, so welcome everybody. We're gonna try and keep this as informative as possible, but also as concise and not to confuse you. My name is Nikki Fountain. I have been a distributor since 2013, which is so crazy. It's gone by so fast. Like you blink and it's gone. Yeah, so we're going to cover a few different things for you to get started. It's going to be really helpful. First of all, we're going to start with the It Works story. So It Works has been around since 2001. Our most well-known product is the wrap. So that's the body wrap that's going to come in your kit if you haven't already gotten it yet. And it tightens, tones, and firms the skin. So that was the very first product that we had. And the company actually originally was in Michigan. And correct me if I'm wrong, 2008, they moved to Florida.
I don't remember when, but I know when we get out of debt, it was 2009, but I guess somewhere around there.
Yeah. So it's a debt-free company as well. So they've been debt-free since 2009. So right around the time that everybody else was in a recession, they were actually becoming debt-free. And they still are. It's a family-owned company. We're in 23 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 countries, and we're adding all the time, and that's really amazing because we can actually, as distributors, regardless of where we are, we can sell to people in any of the countries that are open, which is absolutely amazing. It means having social media or even just being out and about and meeting people means that you have the potential to grow your business in any country that we're open in. Also, what else can I say? I'm just going to keep it short. Vanessa, want to jump in here? Am I missing anything huge? It Works is in Florida now, so they're in Bradenton, which is nice because we get to go there for trainings, which is awesome. I love going to Florida. They have a huge, awesome corporate office with a slide. Like, they're so fun. Our corporate staff is awesome. I'll tell you some of the main people that you should know the names of. Our CNO, Chief Networking Officer, is Pam Souter. She's amazing. Definitely you should be following her on social media. Mark Pentecost is our CEO. He was a former basketball coach and math teacher, I believe. Math teacher. And he originally started in the business for an extra $500. And, a few years ago, he bought an island, which is insane. So it just goes to show you the potential that this business has. And then our CSO is Mike Patillo. And he's another person that you should be following also. So that's just a really short little snippet of the It Works story. Just real quick too is that It Works has a huge portion of their business where they like to do gives back. So that's a huge part of It Works and something I personally love. They have a few different charities that they're connected with, but some of the main ones are Selah Freedom, which is a sex trafficking charity, and then also Children's Cup, which is another one. And I feel like the distributors throughout the company all kind of shared that vision of being able to help other people as much as we can by all coming together. So that's just a little bit about It Works itself. The next thing that we're going to talk about is some of the tools that are going to help you get going. eSuite is your back office. This is a really important part of your business. It's where you're going to be able to track your customers, any new teammates that you have. It will help you see your sales for the month. It's going to help you see how much you got paid. Everyone likes to get paid, and that's something we really like to check. It gives you, I mean, everything is in there that you could possibly need. There's a training academy. It gives you access to documents with all of the product information that you could need, order forms. I mean, there's everything in there. So you should really go into your eSuite and have a look around at the different tabs. It will help you set up your auto shipments, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more later on. But eSuite's awesome. So it's eSuite.itworks.com. And then you're going to use your login code and your password to sign in. And you're going to fill out the tax information. If you haven't gone in there yet, it's going to ask you some questions. You're just going to fill that out and then, update your profile, put your picture in there and whatnot. Your replicated website. That's going to obviously be huge too, because that's how people are going to order from you and join your team. So if you signed up and you were panicking when you were doing it yourself and you were like, I'm just going to pick whatever and I hate my website name now, don't worry, because you can change it. If you just go to settings in eSuite, it will let you change your website, and you can do that really as many times as you want to, but do pick one and stick to it, and then that way you'll be able to start branding yourself. Some of the resources that we have too is our team groups. So if you're brand new, you will probably or should be in the group called Globe Getter Newbie Page. For some reason, it's really hard for me to say that.
Me too.
I don't know why, but it really is hard for me to say it. I'm like, Globe, blah, blah. So Globe Getter Newbie Page. That page is absolutely amazing. When you log in at first, you're going to see a lot of different things in there, but if you just scroll through the comments, you'll see that perfect. Yeah. You'll see that there's a bunch of pictures, and it tells you all different kinds of things. I'm going to delete that later, so I just want to share them in there daily and see them. So you can see that each of these pictures has more information on it, okay? Let me pick one, for example. Vanessa, do you want to find the short product descriptions?
Yeah, so this is also a good tip. You have a little search bar here, and you can also do this from the phone, and you can actually search with the keyword. So let's say we want to check for the short products explanation. Here we go. You just type the keyword, and everything with this word is going to pop up. So for example, this one.
Which is so helpful.
So yes, you're just gonna find, so you always have like an explanation of what it is, and when you open the comments, you're gonna see a whole bunch of different explanations. So actually, if you're brand new, you have everything you need here. Like if you have somebody who say, what's the keto coffee? You can just copy paste this because it's already there. So you can open more comments, and there's a whole bunch of stuff right there. Like we don't have all the products, but the one you're going to talk about the most are actually there.
Yeah, it's super handy, and I'm going to guess that pretty much anything that you need is in there, because we, like Vanessa, 95% fills it out of all the information that you could possibly need. So as soon as you get your 4 customers, actually, as soon as you get your 5 customers now, then you're going to be added to just Globe Getters, and that's like the leadership kind of page, right? So again, there will be more details of different topics in there and more information. But whenever you sign up a new distributor, you want to add them into Globe Getter Newbie Page so that they can complete the first few steps and have everything that they kind of need at their fingertips. We do have a couple of chat groups as well. We have the newbie, the go-getter newbie. I'm gonna have to call it GG or something.
Yeah.
Newbie chat. And in there, that's going to be really great for all of you who are new. If you do find it overwhelming, don't feel like you have to keep up with every single comment all day long. You can actually mute it by clicking on the I in the top right-hand corner. And you can just turn off the notifications and then go through it as you have time. And if you have questions, you can pop in there. It's great because someone's always going to be around on that. To answer your questions. So if you're just like, oh my God, I don't know the answer to this, just hop in there and it's going to be really easy. So that's just a few different tools that are going to help you get going. Once you are done with your 5, keep forgetting that, 5 customers, you'll be added to Go Getter Chat. And that's going to be like a little step up again with more things that you might need as far as advice and training and things like that too.
Yeah. So don't freak out if you don't have everything complete right now, because it's been really, really hard work to prepare all these groups. So we are still like adding some more stuff, but I can tell you guys, this is already amazing. I wish I had this actually when I started 5 years ago, because we didn't have that. So you have to use it. And yeah, so, and the chat again, please, in the newbie chat, don't hesitate to ask you questions, because I just feel like all the newbies have the same questions over and over again. So if you have a question, just ask it in there so that everybody can get the answer at the same time. And I'm sure it's going to help somebody else the same day. So that's pretty cool. So do you want to add something about this, or I can move on to the next thing?
What was it?
I can move on to the next one?
Yeah, you can move on. Yeah, I'm good.
So once you've done the training in the newbie group, because actually we put like post after post what you can find and how you're going to move on step by step, you also have to do your training academy in the eSuite. So you just log into your eSuite and there's a tab called Training Academy. You click on it and you have different videos with different theme. It's really, really good, and it's actually what you need also to start. So make sure you do these trainings, because it's really good. It's not too long. I think if in order to do all the trainings, you're gonna probably need like 3 hours something, so you can break it into different time during the week, but make sure that you're doing your training, because I mean, you're gonna have to ask the same questions and we're just gonna send you back to the training. So it's always better. Then something really, really important, and I really want to focus on that. What is this?
I don't know.
But this is really important. I want you to remember why you joined this business, because we all had something in our mind before we said yes. Probably we hesitated for a while, but something made us like say, okay, now it's my time. And I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew that feeling at that time when you say, okay, I want these too. And what I want to know, and what I want you to do at home, even if you don't do it tonight, but just take some notes and do it later, but it's going to be like one of the most important thing in your business is to know your why. And like Pam always say, your why is to make you cry. Otherwise, it's not strong enough, because we all can easily say, I'm doing this to make money, I'm doing this, I don't know, for my kids, I'm doing this for my family, but this is not strong enough. You have to dive in like really deeply and be like, okay, what do I want for my family? How much it costs? Because the more in details you're gonna go, the more it's gonna be easy to say, okay, if my goal is actually to be able to go out every month with my family, at least once a month, to do my hair or my lashes or whatever every month, that's a reachable goal, first of all. And I mean, also you can write a number next to it. Let's say you need $50 to $100 a month. So what do you need to do with It Works to get this $100 a month first? And then you enroll are going to be able to say, okay, you need to enroll a distributor and do a fast start bonus, because that's $100. Or you need to sell 4 wraps, or you need to do so-and-so many customers. But if you know exactly your why, we can give you a goal and we can give you exactly the plan to go there. So that's really important. But also something that I want you to think about is different goals. Don't just say, okay, I want a house at the beach and I want this car that is super expensive. because we all know it's not reachable like tomorrow. And in the meantime, while you're making your way there, you're going to have to find some other goals. So always make sure you find some reachable goals, then like medium goals, if I can say it like that, and then big goals, and write it down somewhere on a paper, put it on your fridge, put it on your mirror, but you need to see it every single day. Why? Because the day you're gonna have too many no's, or somebody's gonna put you down, or you're not gonna feel like super motivated, if you look at this paper, you're gonna have to tell yourself, okay, it's worth it. I'm not gonna give up because I know why I'm doing this. But if you don't know why, when the enemy is going to attack you, you're going to give up. And you know what? The only way to fail in this business is actually to give up. So please write your why down, and also write your goals and give it to your enroller so that it can actually help you work through it and know what you have to do to reach your goal. And when you don't feel well, go back to your enroller. It's going to kick you back and say, hey, don't you want to pay this to your kids? So let's go. Let's do this together. Okay? And let's go to the step to success, because that's how you're going to get there. So the step to success, I think this is really awesome with It Works because it's easy. It's easy, and it's the same step of success over and over again. If you can do it once, you can do it twice, 3 times, and you can teach your team to do the same. So I want you to keep it simple, and just keep in mind that if you do your step to success every month, you're going to go all the way to the top with It Works. You don't need to be a mass enroller. I'm not a mass enroller. Nikki's not a mass enroller, but that's okay. I mean, there's a lot of people who are doing this. So first step, congratulations, you already did that. You enroll as a distributor. That's the first step. Step 2 is actually the 4 first customers in your 30 days. So now let's talk about 5, because that changed a little bit. You're so lucky, you don't even know. So if you do your first 4 customers in your first 30 days, you're going to get $100 shopping spree. Plus, now if you do a 5th customer during your 72 hours, or now I should say before August 3rd, you're going to get an extra $50. So that means it's $150 to spend online with It Works, accessories, products, whatever you want. So there's 2 different options with this. You can sell it and make a lot of money, or you can keep it for yourself. Just try what you want and make yourself your own testimony so that you can share it on social media with your friends, whatever you want. But my suggestion is, please buy at least 1 shirt. Because first of all, it's super cute, but when you go outside, people are going to ask you, what's It Works? What is Keto Love? What is this? What is that? People are going to ask you questions, and they're going to be attracted to you. So this is a good way for you also, if you're shy, to open a conversation. Also, something else that you're going to get with these 4 or 5 customers, you're going to get 2 rep rewards. So you get 1 rep reward every 2 customers that you keep under yourself. I'm not going to go into this, but you can place later to help your team. But for now, we just want you to keep your customers. So when you get 2 customers, you get a rep reward. A rep reward, I don't remember in dollars. How much is it? Like 35? 25. $25 to buy a pack of 4 wraps. And usually it's $59. So that's a huge discount. So you have, again, 2 options. You can sell it and make money, wrap cash right away, or you can just wrap yourself with a discount price. That's up to you. Personally, I always keep the wraps for myself because I love to wrap. So, but that's up to you. So 4 customers means 1 wrap reward and another wrap reward. And you have actually 60 days to use it. So don't rush if you don't have the money right away. But I just want you to think about something. It Works is really smart. They help you make money right away, but invest as less as you can, because we don't want you to spend a lot of money and you didn't even start making some. So just think about it that way. If you need product to sell and make cash right away, you can use these wrap rewards. And is there something else? Oh yeah, also something super important. When you get your first 2 customers in your first 30 days, you're going to be fast start qualified. Oh my gosh. Now that's the time where everybody should be excited, because when you are fast start qualified, it's actually, how do you say that? Like an ATM? It's an ATM, because so you just like allowed yourself to make a lot of money when you start some of the distributors in your team. So how does it work? When you are Fast Start qualified, when you do your first 2 customers, it's just a box in your eSuite that is checked. It doesn't make nothing to you right away, but it's an insurance for the rest of your business, because each time you're going to enroll a distributor and you're going to teach him the right way. So teach him, hey, you have to do your first customers in your first 30 days. Once he's going to get his 2 customers in his first 30 days, you're going to get $100. Why? Because It Works wants to reward you for doing and being a good leader with your team, because we want to help people make money. So if you're doing this, you're rewarded. And guess what? Each time you're doing this with a new distributor, $100, $100, $100. And the best part about it, you don't have to wait until next month to get that money. It's paid every week. So usually it's paid on Thursday nights. So if you do a Fast Start with one of your teammates this week, next week you're going to get $100. And I can tell you, Fast Start bonuses are lifesavers, because if you need like cash right away, that's fast money. Okay, so that's the second step. Third step, I'm not going to go through the team too much, but I just want you to understand that it's starting to build a team. So we always say try to find 3 distributors, and you're going to help them do the same as you. So teach them how to do their first 4, 5 customers, and help one of them build the team himself, because you want customers and you want to help your team make money with you. And it's just like repeating the same process over and over again, and that's how you make money. That's how your team grow. And if you keep it simple like that, it's going to be easy for the rest of your team. Okay, so that's the step to success. Right now we have an extra thing you can earn. It's the rank up bonuses. So for you guys who started in 2018, you can reach Ruby. So Ruby is actually the third step of success. It's a team of 5 people. I'm not going to go through the detail, but just remember that it's a team of 5. And a team of 5, if you do this before the end of the month of August, you're going to get $1,000 bonus paid in 5 months. So that's amazing, because that's like an extra, $200 a month plus your commissions. Okay, if you go Emerald, so that's actually helping 2 people in your team go Ruby just like you did. It's going to be a $5,000 bonus. So imagine and you know what? You can stack the bonuses, so that's amazing. And then there's all the bonuses for the Diamond and above, but just focus for now on the Ruby and the Emerald. That's already huge. Okay, and the Emerald bonus, I didn't say that, but it's paid in 10 months. But still, it's like a lot of money every month. So, but before you can get all those bonuses, you have to do something really important, and it's the auto shipment, but that's Nikki. She's going to explain you how important it is.
Yes. Okay, so your auto shipment is super important. When you got started, depending on when you got started, and depending on who signed you up, you may or may not know about the auto shipment. So this is a way to guarantee that you get paid every single month. The amount required to be commission qualified is to have an 80 BV auto shipment on. BV stands for bonus volume, and all that means is that we have points associated with each of our products. So wraps are $59, but they are 54 BV, okay? The greens are $33, but they are 30 BV. So once you set that up and have it on, it means that you're definitely going to get paid. There is another option to be commission qualified of having 150 in sales, 150 BV in sales. However, if somebody returned something or something like that happened, or canceled an order, you may fall below the 150 without realizing it, and you could miss out on an entire paycheck. And that has happened to people before, like, people that were Diamond and above, and Diamond and above is, $2,000 plus a month, and I definitely don't want to miss out on $2,000. So still today, I always recommend running an auto shipment, have an auto shipment, and have orders coming. There's a way to do it so you stay in profit. Again, that's like the super important thing for It Works, is that you're not costing yourself money in the beginning, and that you're able to cover the cost of your auto shipment, okay? So for me, I always like to recommend, I'm not sure if Vanessa is the same, but for me, I always like to recommend getting 1 box of wraps and then something else that you can either sell for retail or sample out. So you could do like the keto energy. Oh, actually, that's 25 BV. Hang on, what's that? 79? Not keto energy then. The greens on the go, you could do those. Those are 30 BV. You could do keto coffee is 30 BV. And that's, say for example, you do the wraps and greens. That's going to be 59 plus 33 is, what is that?
98.
98?
What did you say? She said, oh, it's okay. We passed the 80 BB. We don't need to count.
Yeah. So, but I just want to explain how you cover the cost of
that.
Because once you sell those 4 wraps that come in your order, that's it. You're back to being in profit for whatever you sell, whether you sell the greens for 55 retail, or you can start to use them or sample them out, and you're going to be growing your business that way too. But having your auto shipment set up really is super important. And it's also going to help you with your team. Once you have people on your team, you're going to have a little bit more volume. And that's going to help other people, like you promote and your team promote, by them all being commission qualified. Is that explaining it fine? Do you have anything else to add?
The only thing that I can say, I'm like you. I always tell people, the first thing that I say is don't even think about the auto shipment right now, because we have 30 days. In 30 days, so many things can happen. So we have until like the day before to change it. So right now, I want you to focus on what you have to do. We'll talk about the auto shipment later. We'll see what you're selling the most, what you want to try, because you don't know what you're doing right now. So first, start, and then we'll check what you want to try, what you want to sell, what you want to sample. But if you don't know, the best way is to take something you can sample, like wraps, like you said, keto coffee, keto energy, whatever. But something that you can easily help people try, do sample parties. But you need to have, and at the same time, you need to be the products of the product. How do you want to sell something you don't know what you're talking about? But I agree that some people, they need to get the money back right away. So selling those wraps are the best way for you to get your money back and don't even spend a dime.
Yeah, exactly. So I know for me, like when I started, how important it was for me to be in profit right away. And that for me really helped keep things like in a row so I could keep going forward. Plus as well, the more people that you are wrapping or sampling out, the more people that want to order. So it really helps. Okay, so number 8, your first post. This is really super important. In the Glow Getter newbie page. I'm going to laugh every time I say that. We might have to change the name of the group. Okay. So in the Glow Getter newbie page, there is a post that says first posts on it. And
super easy.
Super easy. It gives you a bunch of ideas on what to do. The biggest tip I can give you, though, about making your first post is to be excited, to be a little bit mysterious, and to sound like yourself. So if you see a post on the first post slide and you read it and it does not sound like you, it doesn't sound like something that you say, so say it out loud. If it doesn't sound like how you would say something, change it. Don't copy and paste it if it sounds like, if it says, hey, y'all, and you don't say y'all, don't post that. Say like, hey guys, or oh my God, guess what? Like if you don't say, oh my God, don't include it in there. And just be excited and a little bit mysterious, and, kind of say like why you got started, or maybe like a little bit of your story. I was watching someone for a long time doing something, and it always kind of made me interested, and I wanted to do it, and I finally am doing it. Something like that that's going to have people like, oh, what is she doing, or what is he doing, and it will help people start to ask questions. So the first post is really important. But another thing too, if you don't get any likes or interaction on your post, do not worry about it, because even though people may not like or comment, they're watching. And I know this because it used to happen to me, and it still happens to me, that nobody would comment, nobody would like. And then when I'm out and about in public, and I know Rochelle's the same way, I think she's on here. But people will come up to me and be like, so what is that you're doing? Like, what are those wrap things? Like, do those really work? Like, so it's very interesting because, Facebook only shows certain people post, but I really think it's just that everyone's creeping on everything. So they're just like not liking it. So everyone sees everything. People are just creeps. Okay, and the next thing is going to be to build your list, okay? So this is going to be something that you're adding to for forever. It's not something that you should feel worried about at all because I promise you, you know way more people than you think you know. We have it's called a hundreds list, but so as not to overwhelm you, start out with a 30s list, okay? So just get a list together of 30 people. Do not prejudge them. Don't in your head be like, oh, they would never want to use this because XYZ. You don't know what someone's story is and you don't know what they need or what they're interested in. It's not your job to do that. It's only your job to let them know about the opportunity or about the products. So once you start, you can go into eSuite actually. So I already told you about eSuite. And there's a memory jogger in there that's very helpful. And it makes you think about, okay, who do I know? And some things some ideas that you might have would be, who did I go to school with? Who did I go to college with? Who was on my street growing up? Who was my mailman? Who do I know that's a hairstylist? Who do I know that, I don't know, sells houses, whatever it is. It just gives you an idea of people that you know that you're not even thinking of right away. And then as you're building your list, it's going to be something that you add to all the time. So if somebody likes or comments on any of your posts, just jot their name down on it, and then you know that they were interested. Or if you have a good conversation with somebody, just jot their name down, and they're now on your hundreds list and their contact. Do you have anything else to add to that?
I would say that the first way that I use to build a list is check your contacts in your phone, then check your Facebook list, and then check your Instagram list if you're doing Instagram, because we know the people who like, comment are the people who interact the most. Check the last messenger you sent, check your contacts, because I'm sure you will forget about this cousin or your ex-neighbor or whatever, but just write all the names down, because through the way you're gonna think about some other people. Oh yeah, and that friends, neighbors, and so and so, and you will see the 30 are gonna be super easy to get, even if you don't think so.
Mm-hmm. So true. All right. So you're up next.
Yeah. So then let's talk about party. I know you guys probably know that you can actually do this business the way you want. You don't have to do parties if you don't like it. You don't have to do social media if you don't like it. But, and that's a huge but, it's better if you do a little bit of everything. Why? Because it's going to expand your market, and because some people are not going to be on social media, because probably your neighbor just want to drink a coffee with you. Probably you're going to meet a girl at the gym and she wants to have a Starbucks with you, and you're going to meet a lot of people on social media. But fit parties, so fit parties is just the name. When you do a presentation, it can be a one-by-one, it can be online, it can be actually talking about what you're doing to someone. So make sure that you start your first fit party right away. Don't wait. Even if you don't have your starter kit, that's okay, because you have a mouth, you can talk. So that's okay. You can just have a coffee, chat with some girlfriends and say, let's meet tonight, or let's have a drink together. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing, or something that works pretty good too. You can say, this is going to be my training party. Can you come? Because I want to train myself and I want you to tell me if I was good or not. At the end of the day, they're going to listen to what you're saying, so they will know what you're doing. But please schedule a fit party one by one or with your friends right away. So usually what I'm doing with my team, if they are local, I'm doing the fit party for them. If you're not local, that's okay. We have Zoom. We can pop up in your fit party if you need to and help you, support you. That's totally okay. I'm thinking about Jackie, for example. A couple of weeks ago, she went to New York. I was not there. She was doing her first fit party with some of her distributors, and Carol and I just popped up in a Zoom and share our testimony so that we could support her. So that's okay. And especially now with the tools that the company is giving us, so simple and easy, you can do actually a presentation in 5 minutes. So just make sure that you spread the word about it and just schedule a day. Don't be scared. You're going to be able to do this. You already do this for so many things, sharing about a boutique, sharing about a restaurant, sharing about a movie. You can share about what you just started. Okay, so that's really important. Also, if you're not really comfortable with parties or you don't have like nobody local, whatever the reason is, we also have a fit party online every 2 weeks on Wednesday. So each time we're going to let you know like a couple of days ahead of time so that you know you can add some potential, especially if you have potential like all over the place, you can add them. That's okay. And we're going to do the work for you. All we ask you is to have some guests there and help us participating and animating and talking and sharing your testimonies. And we do this twice a month. If it keeps going well, we're going to do it more often, but for now we do it twice a month. Okay, and we leave it open for a couple of days so that you can still like continue to add potential the next couple of days after the party. Let's talk about the first messages. Nikki just talked to you about the list. This list has a goal, actually. We just don't write name on a paper just to be pretty. We're going to use that name. So once you come up with your list, you're going to start messaging people. So I have always 2 different messages that I'm sending. I would say there's the messages for mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, cousin, neighbors, BFF. And that's a message you're just going to say, hey, I just started a business to make like a couple extra dollars a month. I need your help. Can you do me a favor? I know you're going to be totally honest with me and I trust you. So can you try one of my products regarding your goals for 3 months and let me know what you think about it? Because I need my first testimonies and I know I can trust you. Something like that, you know, because people need to see that you really need them and you trust them enough so that they can be your first testimonies. Okay? People are going to say no. And guess what? That's okay. You're not going to die. But at the end of the day, if you send 30 messages and you have 4 people saying yes, you're good. You have your 4 LCs to start. So that's okay. And once you're going to be more comfortable doing this with your first 30 names, then you're going to be able to do it over and over again with your Facebook friends, Instagram friends, people you talk to in the streets, whatever. But you have to actually start talking about what you're doing without waiting. You don't need your products to ask for a favor. And also on Facebook or Instagram, whoever you know is like more than just a little bit, you can ask, hey, can you do me a favor, and say the exact same thing. Can you try? Do you have goals for your hair, for your weight, whatever? Can you help me? In exchange, I'm going to give you my discount. And I can tell you guys, the more messages you're going to send, the more surprised you will be, because people are actually going to be super nice, even if some of them are going to be assholes, but that's the way it is. But I promise you, just dare. Don't be scared, don't prejudge, and send these messages out as fast as you can, okay? We have a couple messages, example, in the team page 2, the Globe Getters Newbies page. So if you go in the first messages, you have a whole bunch of example, and you just, like Nikki said, try to find something that sounds like you. Change the wording a little bit, add some emojis, and just send it to your family and friends. And now let's talk about my favorite part, social media. So I have been building a 95% on Facebook. I recently started using Instagram, but it's still like freaking me out. I don't know why, but yeah, but I'm still trying. So actually I had to learn about Instagram because my team was asking me all the time. So now I'm doing it myself because I have to be the example, but I prefer Facebook. But a couple of things that's going to work for you and that are really, really, really important. First, think first, forget what you know about social media now, because you're never going to communicate the same. You're never going to say the same, and you're going to have to clean up a little bit what you have already. So like, you know, some of us before, we were just like sharing a whole bunch of funny videos and Candy Crush or whatever, a whole bunch of crazy stuff that people don't even look at. And now what we want, don't forget that you're going to brand yourself. You're gonna need to have pretty pictures that people want to actually look at. Be attractive. I'm not saying you attractive, but your pictures, right? And yeah, so just start like cleaning up a little bit. And I added, you see me twice on the screen because I'm gonna just share my profile and Nikki's one so that you see what it should look like. So the most important thing when you go to your profile is to actually something that looks like you. Please don't become an advertisement after you started this business, because people are going to delete you, are going to block you, and they won't even look at what you're saying. So it has to be you first on the picture, or you and your hubby, or you and your kids. But don't be like 15 girls on the picture. We don't even know which one is you. And try to find a cover picture that is pretty, that is something that you like, and that tells something about you. Because you want people to be like, oh, that looks pretty, she's interesting. And as you can see, I have a bio, so I put a couple words about myself, but nothing about It Works. Mompreneur, American Dream, beach and beauty lover, keto journey, but I don't say nothing about It Works. And I do this on purpose because I don't want people to be like, oh, okay, another one who's going to sell me something. And then if you scroll down a little bit, I say a little bit about myself, where I come from, that I'm married, and also I have the option for people to follow me. And you can also add a couple picture featured, I don't know, and you can also add a link for your Instagram, your Snapchat, whatever. So I noticed that since I'm doing things more personal, it's working better. I'm going to show you Nikki really quick so that you can see that she is also like super personal. And I love Nikki's picture all the time. I actually creep her page because I feel like it's always amazing. So we know which one is Nikki, right? Because there's a picture of her, and you can already say that she loves her dogs, right? And then you can read a little bit about her. And if you scroll, you have some pictures, beautiful pictures of her wedding, the dogs. And yeah, it doesn't look like, if you look at the first picture, you don't see It Works, It Works, It Works, It Works, It Works. Here you can see a keto coffee, but it's still like the keto coffee in her life. You know what I mean? It's not like advertisement. You see, I actually want to look at her profile because it looks interesting. And that's what you want your profile to be. So let's jump on Instagram really quick for the people who prefer Instagram. So that's up to you. Oops. Okay, so that's my profile. So actually Instagram is really different from Facebook. I would say that it's even more important to share real pictures, because I can tell you, if there's only like It Works, It Works, It Works, nobody's gonna follow you. Because the difference between Facebook and Instagram, on Facebook, when you're friends, it's mutual. When you are following somebody on Instagram, they are not following you all the time, but you want people to follow you back to see what you're doing. So it needs to be pretty. So the same, I have a couple words about what they're gonna find on my Instagram, because you have like 8 seconds for people to decide if they're gonna follow you. I have a couple highlights of my stories here and there, and then I have, so you can see one picture, It Works. But then if you look, it's like food, cars, my life in the United States, food, food, the beach, the sky. Yeah, just like lifestyle pictures, you know. Then if you click, of course you're gonna read about It Works, but that's not the point. When people are going on my Instagram, they're going on Instagram to see something pretty, inspiring, and interesting. Then on the story, it's kind of different, because I'm gonna, oh, it's already passed, but I'm gonna use more advertisement, if I can say it like that, on my story, like polls, or you can do like who wants longer hair, and do like heck yes, and always two positive things. But I could go on and on Instagram and Facebook, but if you want to have more detail, you're just gonna have to go through the post. Again, in the Globe Getter page, there's a post called social media. Under the post, you have 2 videos. One is a video about how to build your business on Facebook. The other one is how to build your business on Instagram, and the stories. Okay, so just a couple of things that you have to know. secure your friends list. Please, you can go in your settings and hide your friend list, because you don't want all the people from all the network marketing like stealing your context. And also make sure that you are adding a filter so that you are the one in charge of accepting what is going on your post or not, okay? Because you don't want people to tag you on crappy stuff. You don't want to spoil like your feed, okay? And also, if you're looking for something, what I can post on Facebook, I don't know. I am doing nothing in my life. I'm just working. Just share about what you like. If you love food, share about food. Everybody loves food. If you have babies, share about your babies. Share about your husband. If you have dogs, if you're following Nikki, she loves her dogs. She's talking about her dog. She has always great pictures about them. If you have if you're a fitness addict, share about your fitness stuff. If you have goals, you can share about your goals, your passion, something inspiring, your lifestyle, and also something about It Works. Because I noticed like a lot of newbies at the beginning are like, but I don't have nothing exciting to share. I'm not doing crazy stuff. I don't have an interesting life. Hey guys, we have all been there when we started, and you know what? I was just talking about what I'm gonna do. When I was tired in my life, like I'm so tired to have to drop up the kids at school or to the babysitter. I don't have time to even say goodbye. It's so fast. I have to run. I have to go in the traffic, blah, blah, blah. Or I remember one day I took a picture of me like putting gas in my car and explaining people that one day remember my car stopped in the highway because I didn't have money to put in my car. And I was just praying that I could go to work, and my car just stopped in the middle of the highway. And so I was just like, this is the thing I never want to live anymore in my life. Never, ever. So even if it's $20 in your car, thanks to Rap Cash, you can share about that, because somebody is watching you, and there's probably a mom out there saying, oh my gosh, I wish I could do this too. Oh my gosh, it gives me goosebumps.
Me too.
But yeah, honestly, share all the little things. If you can buy groceries without like having to put it on a credit card, just share about this and be like, and this is going to be my life every day because I'm working on changing my life. Next month, I'm going to get a $1,000 bonus thanks to this business. Just share what you don't want anymore. Share your struggle, what you're changing, what you're working on, and where you're going. So that makes a lot of sense. And I can tell you something. Me being a French girl who has moved from France to the United States, that's a huge dream. Some people cannot relate to me because that's too big. But you guys, when you start, you have so many good things to share because it's still relatable. So share all these little things because that's going to make a difference. And yeah, that's what I want to say. And please, stories. So at least post every day, of course, on your social media, but stories, you can use it like all over the place, and just make it like a backstage of your life, funny stuff, you singing in the car, the kids, and then add a couple ads in between. Polls are amazing, and that's going to change your business. And of course, if you dare to do it, and you're going to have to challenge yourself, do live videos, like while you're cooking, while you're walking outside with your kids. And yeah, just share about what you're doing and who you are. Don't be like, it works, because people are not going to follow you. They want to see you into your It Works adventure, but they don't want to see just It Works like an advertisement, okay? So then if you have people asking you a question, or you're wondering what I can post about a product, you can just go to the Globe Getter page. We have the post, with the short products explanation. So don't be scared if you don't know what to say. And if you really have a problem, just take a screenshot, send it to your enroller, because we are here to help. So don't freak out if you don't know what to say. And it's always better if you can take picture of yourself with your products, better than stealing the products from the pictures from others. If you don't have products at the beginning, just ask for a picture, or ask in the team page, does one of you has a picture of I don't know, the keto coffee, and we can share something that is not a It Works picture with you. Okay. And also something really, really important, you can be inspired by other distributors. You can find ideas out on what to post, but please don't copy paste. because that's going to kill your algorithm. If you just copy paste, Facebook can actually notice it, and you're gonna be like hidden from the feed because they feel like you're spamming. Okay. And also, if you copy someone, just make sure that you copy the right cut. If you don't know who to follow, just ask your enroller, but make sure that you are following the right people with the right communication. We don't want you to copy somebody who is not like really compliant or something like that. Okay. Yes. So you want to add something about that?
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna share a couple apps with you guys, because I know sometimes at the beginning you're like, oh my gosh, how do you do these pretty pictures? You know, we are really lucky because there's a lot of good apps you can actually use. So I'm just gonna share with you really quick a couple that I use that are really, really good. Probably Nikki's gonna have some difference because I guess you have an iPhone, right?
Yep.
I have Android, so we don't always use the same one, but the one that I really, really love is PixArt. So that's the one on the top right. PixArt is actually a good one to improve like the quality of the picture. There's pretty good filters. And you can also, you know, like have pictures on top, and you can do like a kind of like an overlay. If you want to do, for example, you enroll the customer and you want to put, you know, the email on your picture and say, hey, I just enrolled a customer. You can do this on PixArt. I know iPhone, I think people are using PicTabGo, right? Is that the one you have?
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite one is the one on the top left, Word Swag. This is like my favorite app ever. It's like so many pretty writings that you can add on picture. I love it. And yeah, then I would say if you want something to improve your, how do you say that, selfies, Facetune is the good one. And if you want to improve the quality or the colors of your picture, Snapseed is a good one. And that's for both iPhone and Android. But don't like change too much your picture, otherwise people are not going to recognize you. Another app that I use for people who are using Instagram is Cleaner. Cleaner is a way to unfollow everybody who is not following you back, but like pretty easily and fast without being blocked from Instagram. I know people who have iPhone are usually using Captivate. Captivate, you can actually follow and unfollow massively without being blocked by Instagram. And Preview is the app that I like if I want to prepare like a couple posts in advance for my Instagram, because that's the way like to change the picture to make it pretty in the feed. But yeah, you can just check a little bit if you want. And then Trello. Trello is my favorite app for organization. So Trello is kind of like you can do lists. I put all my contacts in there. So yeah, I just love Trello. I can set reminders for if I want to follow up with people. So that's more an organization. If you're green, you're going to love Trello for sure. And then you have all the It-Works apps. So the first one on the left is It-Works Office. Okay, so this one is like the main one you're going to need, because in there you have the reminder for the call, the events, the news, the announcements, everything you need to know, and also the What the Fit app. So What the Fit is like our program to do workout every day and some Fitspiration and also some recipes. It's all in there. Wrap app is an app to send you before and after picture to corporate so that they can approve it, and you have corporate approved pictures. And the one on the left is It-Works, the It-Works Space. So it's the one I can manage my commissions. And all the other ones that you see are just like, how do you call this, shortcuts to my website, because I don't like to look forever. So it's just a way for me to be organized. And also now, I don't know if you know that, you have a website called Start Keto Today. And it's like the website, but it's more into keto. Okay, so I just have the link on my phone. And that's it. So let's talk really quick about organization, because that's going to be something really, really important. So please make sure that you are saving all the scripts that you get like through the way when you start learning, first messages, short product explanation, because I can tell you guys, you're going to have the same information, the same messages, the same conversation over and over and over again. and we want you to work smarter, not harder. So save it in your phone, put it into notes or in Trello or whatever you prefer, but save it so that you just have to copy paste. Then you can do something like you see on my screen, on my phone. I just did albums so that I don't have to look forever, but that's me because I like to tidy everything. You can do this from almost every phone. So I have something for social media, something for the Fit apps and whatever. You can also, I'm just gonna get out of this. You can also set alarms in your phone for the Sunday family call, the Monday show me the money call, or if you have a Fit party, just set alarms in your phone so that you don't forget, because you're gonna forget for sure. So that's a good way to stay on track. And that's the most important thing. Please start to write the name on papers or Excel or Trello, whatever you want to use. Find your system, but you have to start writing all the names of the people you talk to, because guess what? In a month, you're going to be talking to so many people, you're going to be lost. You're going to forget who you talk to. When they're going to say, hey, we have a BOGO wrap today, how can you remember everybody you talk to about the wrap? It's impossible. So I have an advice for you. Just create 5 lists. One's going to be the 100 list or the 30 list, or however you want to call this. But this one, just write all the names of the people you meet, you go to the grocery shopping, you meet a new girl, just add the name on this one. It's going to be like a main list, okay? Then you're going to need a potential customer list. So this is the list where you're going to put the name of everybody who is asking questions about the products, and write the name of the products next to it, so that when you have to follow up, it's gonna go easy and fast, okay? Then a potential distributor list. So that's the list for the people who ask questions about your business. And then 2 other lists. One is for your customers and one is for your distributors, because you have to keep following up with your distributors and your customers. You don't want to just take the info and then leave them on their own, okay? So that's the 5 lists that you should keep, and write the name down right away. So just find your system. You can use Trello, you can use Excel, you can use paper, notebook, whatever, but use this. And have also planner, so that you can write the names down when people say, okay, I'm going to get paid on the 15th, can you call me back? Because again, when you're going to get 10 dates, you're going to forget about them. So, and you don't want to miss a sale because of this, okay? And I think I was talking instead of you. I think so. Now you can do the rest, because I was talking. I'll just
That's okay. That's all right. We're going to say the same thing anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of it. I think the last thing
is the 6 list.
Okay. Let me just see. Oh, okay. So do you want to just talk about that? Because I don't.
You wanted me to do it? I'm sorry, I stole your part.
That's okay.
So yeah, the 6 list for me, it's kind of like a list of the thing you have to do every single day. It's not negotiable. You have to do it. If you do only 4 of these 6, you're not going to be successful. So first, I know it can be weird when you start, but self-development is so important, because you're going to get so many no's. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people telling you bad stuff, what you're doing. It's a scam. It's not working. It's not a business. You're going to need to keep your mind positive and keep your blinders on. And the best way to do this is listen to a call, or listen to a motivational videos, or read a book, but something that's going to feed your mind and your soul, so that you can grow yourself and you can feel better and you can just focus and stay positive. So probably we can give you a couple books or something, but
yeah, and I've been sharing Rusty Lackey in the page or on the thread when I can, somebody like him or some other leaders in the company, or those are usually good people to listen into as well. Even just Google or YouTube, positive day stuff, and then you can start to read some of the books that people recommend too.
Yeah, even if it's 5 or 15 minutes, but you need to keep this every day. That's going to help you go through the bumps on the road, and it's going to help you. And then number 2, so that's the second rule. you have to share about what you do. So how can you share about it? You can post on social media, you can wear your It Works shirt, you can just put some, you know, like your number on your car, whatever, but you have to show to people what you're doing. Okay, so that's rule number 2. But guess what? Posting is not asking, showing your shirt is not asking, because you can like walk all over the place. If you don't talk to people, probably nobody's gonna ask you. So number 3 is grow your network. So how you grow your network, because we all know that not all of us have a lot of people like in the family or your friends, and at a point you're gonna run out of people. So you need more people every single day. So you need to add people to your network. You can do this by adding people on Facebook every day, adding followers on Instagram. You can blitz when you go outside. You can go, but everywhere you go, like to the gym, to the grocery store, just real relationship and add people to your list. Even if you don't talk to them about It Works right away, just be a friend, be nice, because you can actually be the light for someone during the day, and that's how they're gonna remember you. But the thing is, add them on your social media, so that even if you don't talk about It Works right away, you're gonna have a way to follow up with them. Number 4, talk about what you do. Like I said, showing is not talking, posting is not asking. So talk about this business is messaging, starting conversation when you blitz, talk to people, but just talk about what you're doing, okay? Because you're gonna have to go to people. They are not coming to you. Some of them will, but it's not gonna be like this all the time, especially for us after 5 years. They all know what we're doing. We have to go talk to people. Otherwise, our business, it's like a closed business. You have to open your business, okay? Number 5 is follow up. So follow up is like, I would say, almost the most important thing, because if you keep planting seeds all over the place, but you never go like water it and harvest it, you're never going to get nothing. So you have to, that's why you have to write the names down, and you have to keep like going back to these people, because something you have to know, usually you have to reach back to someone 7 to 21 times before they actually sign up. Isn't that crazy? And I can tell you guys, most of us don't go to 21 times. And that's why they are signing up with somebody else, because you did the work, but you never follow up. So they're going to sign up with someone else. So just make sure. My rule, that's how I do it. If the person is not giving me a date, I'm trying to get a date in my calendar. If they don't give me a date, I do the 2-2 rules. So that means 2 days after, I'll go back to them. Hey, probably you were busy. You didn't tell me if you're ready to order. Do you want to do it today? If they say no, I wait 2 more weeks and then 2 more months. Instead of we have a promotion going on in the meantime, because I don't want to harass them and be like behind the back every day. Otherwise, they're going to block me. Okay, and last thing is stay close to the fire. So how can you stay close to the fire? Us, you enroller, ask questions, be connected, and don't get mad when they're like, I want to be there. They're asking questions to see how you're doing, because we are trying to help, okay? And stay close to the fire by listening to the calls, watching the trainings, going to events, and also take care of your team and your customers, because they're going to feed your business. So if you don't take care of your customers, they're not going to order anymore. If you don't take care of your team, they're going to be discouraged and they're going to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like the 6 rules. Personal development, share what you're doing, grow your network, talk to people, follow up, and stay close to the fire. If you do this, you're going to be successful. So do you want to close up about this?
I know, I think that's kind of it. Like, I mean, just getting like a system down is important, but the most important things for you guys as newbies, you have this video to go back and look at in the future. But the most important thing is getting your first 5 customers so you get your free product credit, and then focus on 1 or 2 distributors. You know, just focus on that for now, and we'll help you guys. And if you have questions at all, just get in touch with us or your enroller. And again, don't feel like you have to do everything all in one go. This is to give you an overview of the things that will help you in the future as you're growing. But you don't have to do this all right away, overnight, you know?
As long as you start doing, Because sometimes we want to know everything before we even start working.
Exactly.
And that's a mistake, because it's better just to go and do, and then the rest you will learn through the way. And you know what I love about this business? We are paid to learn. So we even, I don't know about you, Nikki, but 5 years after, I'm still learning every day.
Yeah.
I'm still watching training. I'm still like reading books, because it's never going to be enough. I always can learn from somebody else. And the last thing that I want to say to you is, we can give you all the tools, we can give you all the tips, but if you don't start working, you're not going to be successful. Because at the end of the day, the only person who is in charge of your success or your failure is you, and only you. It's not going to be your enroller, it's not going to be your team, it's not going to be your customers. It's only you. If you decide and you take the commitment to do this really seriously, get involved, because you don't want to spend, you guys spend probably $20, but some of oh my gosh, some of us, I can say it, $100. And I'm sorry, but I cannot spend $100 out from my family for nothing. So if I do it, I'm going to take the commitment to make my money back and to make something out of it. And I can tell you, after 5 years, it's so worth it. I wouldn't be sitting here in the United States, in Florida, speaking in English. That's totally crazy. Doing a training, if I haven't been doing this like for 4 years and getting involved. So I will always say something to my team that I love. I can teach you how to fish, but listen to something. If I go get the fish for you every single day, when do you gonna eat? You're only gonna eat when I bring you the fish. But if something happened to me tomorrow, you don't have fish, you don't have food, you're gonna die. But if I teach you how to actually fish, you're gonna be able to fish for you and your family every single day, if I'm here or not. And that's what we want to do with this business. We want to give you the tool, we want to teach you, but then you have to do the rest. So if you don't take the time to read what we post on the page, if you don't take the time to do your training and listen to our tips, we cannot do nothing about it. So that's your decision.
Exactly. All right. Well, I think that was awesome. I feel like I learned stuff, and I always feel excited after I get off of training. It's so good. And yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. Let's get that free product credit and get the $1,000 bonus and the $5,000 bonus.
Yes, let's go. I want to see a lot of promotion at the end of the month. So
thank you so much, Vanessa.
Good night, guys. Thank you, Nikki. Love you. Bye.
Love you.